But what about Western United? Where does the home team sit? After an up-and-down season so far, we might just learn a little bit more about Cat Smith's side tonight. It is a gorgeous evening at Tarney and Ironbark Fields, 21 degrees, cooling down just a little bit as the night goes on. Of course, the second match of a double-header. The Western United's men's side got up earlier in the day. Their women will be hoping to do the same this evening. So here's the live ladder as it stands at the moment. Melbourne City sitting pretty on top of the table, the only undefeated side remaining. Our two combatants this afternoon, the Brisbane Roar and Western United, both in the top six as it stands. And then that bottom six, well, they're both hoping that they don't find themselves there as the season goes on. Notably, Sydney FC, defending champions, on 4 points right at the bottom. Well, let's take a look at how these sides line up this evening. It's an unchanged side for Western United to the one that defeated the Central Coast Mariners last week. The only change is on the bench, where Catherine Zimmerman returns from injury to replace the youngster Alana Cordolino. Alana Cern wears the captain's armband today. And there is Alana Cern there for the toss. It's a big day for her. She becomes the first Western United player to make 50 appearances in the competition. She was their first ever signing back in 2022 and has been a prime example of what this side has hoped to produce from the beginning, from MPLW Victoria to Western United to Australia under-23s to a half-century for a hometown club. Meanwhile, only one change for the Brisbane Roar, with Tamika Yallop returning from a knock that saw her ruled out of last week. Tamar Levin is the unlucky player to drop to the bench. The other change is Marioleka returning among the substitutes, replacing last week's debutant Tanae Morris. Well, there was only one player on everyone's lips after last week, and that was Laini Freier. Starting debuts don't go too much better than scoring a hat-trick. And how about having two of those goals assisted by your twin sister? She'll be hoping that tonight will prove her hat-trick was no flash in the pan. Cat Smith, Western United head coach. It's her second season in charge after replacing Mark Torcaso mid last season, and we still don't know a lot about this team on the pitch. They've been incredibly slow starters so far this season, having not scored in the first 15 minutes of a game so far, and you just wonder how she'll address that with her side this week. There's our central official for this evening, Caitlin Williams. She's assisted by Alice Clipsham and Claire Green. The fourth official today is Adam Bavkar. And there's Alex Smith, no relation as far as we know to Kat. He's done a tremendous job of transforming this team during his time at the club. He's signed a group of players who were previously unknown or unheralded. The question now will be, can his team keep up their ultra-impressive form? Both sides lining up. It'll be the visiting Roar who will get us underway. Grace Kulnamu, of course, scored very early last week. Mel Taranto, well, she's been without her twin sister on the park this season. Of course, Adriana still recovering from an ACL. But Laini Freier, what a story that was last week, scoring her hat-trick. Brisbane Roar fans watching back home will be hoping she can replicate that this time out. The countdown is on to very good teams await in this final match of round 8 of the Ninja A-League. And we are underway. The Roar looking to continue their scintillating form in the competition. Western United looking to prove themselves title contenders in their own right. Of course, they bounced back well, Western United, after that shock defeat to the Western Sydney Wanderers only a couple of games ago, defeating the Mariners last time out, and now have an opportunity to assert themselves. Referee letting things go early on. Hayashi, who's been so impressive for the Raw, taking a tumble over the line to begin this game. It's really been a trademark of the Raw and something to look out for in this game. The Raw has the highest percentage of duels won, Western United the lowest percentage. That is the result of a combative and very successful midfield. How will the home side combat that this evening? So Western losing out. Woods, Yallop trying to release Laini Freier in the middle, wasn't able to do so. They can be dangerous on transition. Western United, Sasha Grove has been a part of that in all of her seasons in the Ninja A-League. Of course, starting out at Canberra and then moving to the west of Melbourne this season. Raw will look to play out from the back. They'll look to keep possession. That's intercepted in a dangerous area. You don't want to give Grace Ma time and space outside the area. She's in a battle trying to win the ball back. Now Yallop has picked it up. Can't get past Sato. Niavali looking for the long diagonal. Couldn't find a teammate, so Taranto able to play it through, and Hieda, well, if Etsuch had been a little bit better, the Japanese national may have been through on goal there. Just couldn't control the ball. Kiwa Hieda signed for Western United last season off the back of an impressive season for Calder United, which has been made of that link between Western United and the NPLW Victoria side. Carly Johnson looking to get involved early, scored a brace last week, the young Matilda. Sitting third on the Golden Boot leaderboard, but has had a number of opportunities. She's the kind of player, she can improve her finishing. She can really make a fist of things as one of the better attacking options in the league. Still very young, of course. Only 20 years of age. That long ball will go out harmlessly for a goal kick. Brisbane Roar's keeper, Olivia Sikani, 26 today. She'll be hoping for a birthday clean sheet, a birthday win. Lovely work from Sian Freier on that side, looking to release Yallop. Cern. Milestone woman is there to play it back to her keeper, Chloe Lincoln. Ooh, an errant back pass has given the ball to Kulamu, but Kulamu couldn't find Yallop. Tamiki Yallop closing in on the milestone of goals in this competition, 67 goals for her so far. As Emily Roach intercepts, Hieda unable to get past the white and maroon shirts ahead of her. So Yallop on 67 goals. She's 3 goals behind Sam Kerr, who sits second on the all-time leaderboard of goals in the Ninja A-League. Michelle Heyman, of course, sitting on first, well ahead, but in the form that Yallop's been in, you'd imagine that she may well hit that milestone in the next few games. Here's how Western United's form has been. You can see that loss to the Western Sydney Wanderers really sticking out like a sore thumb. And seems to almost come out of nowhere, but they bounce back. They've made a habit of conceding goals, particularly early. They're the ones applying pressure at the moment, though. McQueen. Got harp. Nice touch from Kulamu that found Yallop. Yallop not happy, believing there was a foul. And the Raw, well, unblemished apart from that loss to the Phoenix away. It's always a tough away trip. They were without Tamiki Yallop that game as well. But they have really been the form team, apart from Melbourne City, who sit on top of the table. That clash between them and Melbourne City coming up on the 11th of January. That is mouth-watering. We've got a few games between now and then, though. Western United certainly will present a fascinating challenge. Very hard to predict the way that this game will go. Medwin playing a ball through. Johnson wasn't able to get there and was offside in any case. Very clearly offside, Johnson. Still a promising ball through from Medwin. Tasmanian Amy Medwin's been a big part of Western United so far this season. Here come the Raw. Ball delivered out wide. Laini Freier's ball in was dangerous. It was touched back to Lincoln. With Laini Freier and Tamiki Yallop were lurking. Laini Freier's ball. Will it find the run of Laini Freier! Well, last week it was Laini assisting Laini, and now her twin sister has returned the favour. Her first goal of the season for the Matilda, and the Raw take the lead. That is a lovely ball through from Laini Freier. The first time of asking, Laini puts it away. If there is one criticism of Laini Freier's game, it is that clinical finish. That is as clinical as it gets, right into the bottom corner. Hugs all around. The Raw are delighted. They have an early goal. Western United, for the 5th time this season, have conceded in the first 15 minutes. They are still yet to score in this time period. Home fans, well, they haven't stopped chanting, but that will take some air out of their tyres. Can they hit back quickly? Taranto forced to play it back. Ball through the middle by Roach, ineffective. Sikani easily able to gather. United being urged on, still plenty of time in this game. They made a name for themselves, especially in the first season, of being able to come back after conceding. There haven't been too many signs of that in recent times, though. And how much of that Western United DNA remains? The magic they were able to pull off in that first season. Over the top, and the Hart was hunting that down. It was Taken out of play by Sato. Yallop driving forward, still Yallop outside the box to Woods. Woods yet to score and was unable to get an attempt off there. Now it's Western United in transition again. Carly Johnson out wide, will be kept in by Medwin. Medwin's ball delivered in, Hayda's touch. Again, too much on it. Hasn't been able to find a touch so far, Kira Hayda. She's a very technical player, very gifted at close control. Just haven't seen it yet. Another ball delivered in dangerously. A bit of a tangle. Garzo and McQueen. McQueen clutching at her shoulder. Yeah, Legarzo just managed to grapple with McQueen's arm. They were both fairly contesting for the ball. Those ones hurt. Will require physio attention for Holly McQueen. This ball delivered in, was looking for Legarzo, and then Legarzo's arm just hooking in McQueen's, which has meant that she's picked up some sort of arm injury or shoulder. Holly McQueen, well, her first season for the Roar was 2022. It was meant to be the season before. She actually picked up an ACL injury in the NPLW Queensland competition. And take a look at this goal again. What a splendid ball through from Laini Freier to find her twin. Talk about twin telepathy. On the stride, Sean able to tuck it into that bottom corner. They've played together a lot in NPL Queensland, and growing up, Laini Freier, what a find she's been. She's 23 years of age, hasn't played in this competition before this season, and she's got a hat-trick and now an assist in her fourth appearance, so not a bad return so far. Started the season injured, which is why she hasn't played too much football up until this point. It isn't wasting her opportunity at all. United trying to make something happen. Able to get past Leah Varley. Varley's spent a number of years in Melbourne. Played for Melbourne City. Moved to Brisbane this season in search of game time and has found it. Been their starting centre back. Performs quite well. A very good side. Yellow fouled there as she tried to make her way forward. Taranto ensuring that that play in transition could go no further. Yeah, there's had some ongoing problems with that ankle. Hopefully she's okay. She's credited her good form this season to having an uninterrupted pre-season for the first time in quite a while. Let's hope that's Nothing too serious. Ankles can be troublesome. That ball played over the top. It'll be hunted down by Della Harp, who's able to keep it in. This little 1-2, Sato, Pieta, and Taranto, but it's intercepted by Yalev, who's surely fouled. And after waiting for an advantage, the play does come back. Taranto pleading her innocence. She did clip Yallop right on the edge of the area. Referee Kaylin Williams just delayed to see whether Brisbane would create the opportunity, but when it amounted to nothing, came back for the foul. Chloe Lincoln, recent Matildas debutante, setting her wall. Only 19 years of age, formerly of Canberra United. Della Harp has scored direct from a free kick this season. Will she take a shot? Will she play in a teammate? Hayashi lining up instead. Hayashi! A stunner! You will not see many goals hit truer than that in this competition. And just like that, the Raw 2 goals to the good. That is simply a thing of beauty. Momo Hayashi, what an impact she is having in her first season in the Ninja A-League. Unsavable. 4 goals, 8 games. The Japanese national is lighting this league on fire. The Raw this season, they are the team to watch so far. My goodness. Western United trying to do something about it, trying to have something to say in front of their home fans. Well, this goal will be replayed time and time and time again. The power, the curl, that's unbelievable from Hayashi. Here they come again, the Raw, not content, they'll keep attacking. Hit 6 last week, looking for similar. This time out, perhaps. Once again, Western United, they've made a habit this season of being shell-shocked early. It happened against Melbourne Victory. If you'll recall, right at the beginning of the season, where Emily Gielnik scored quickly. Western United took the game away from them. The Sydney Wanderers, rather, took the game away from Western United. It's a lot for Kat Smith and her coaching staff to think about. Kat Smith is a coach who prides herself on organised teams, teams that are difficult to break down, teams where every player knows their place. But it's very challenging against a side in the kind of form like the Raw. Carly Johnson taking a strike from distance, was never really balanced. It was allowed time and space outside the penalty area, but the really looks like putting that away. A bit of an issue for Leah Varley in back play. Varley has had some little issues in the last few weeks. She was past fit to play today. This is maybe the reason Ligazo is dragging Varley down there. She's frustrated, Chloe Ligazo. She's such a competitor. Of course, made her way back into the Matildas setup in recent games, and that was cut short, unfortunately, due to a concussion. She's come back to the league. She always wants to win. She's such a fantastic player. Even though Alana Cern is wearing the captain's armband today, it's Ligazo who will have to be a real leader if they are to get back into this contest. The ball from Johnson, not finding Hieda. It hasn't been Hieda's evening so far. We know how quickly it can change. Throw. Milamu in a battle. Goes the way of the home side. Queen having to deal with a little bit of pressure from Hieda. Just to take it out of play. 3 fouls committed by Western United, none by Brisbane, although that might be about to change. Nothing doing according to the referee. This challenge on Johnson by McQueen. Be the judge at home as to whether you believe that Western United should have had an opportunity to score a direct free kick of their own. Before this game, Western United actually committed the least amount of fouls in the competition, only 46. I suppose that goes hand in hand with their low duels 1 percentage. They're not getting into those duels as often. It's a lovely run, taking Mel Toranzo all the way back with her. Who's been happy to keep possession. Sean Freier, fancy feet, still on the ball here, Freier. Now it's delivered in by Blizzard, and Yallop was so close to getting a touch on that. You'd imagine if she'd have gotten anything on this, it was goal number 68, just evading her. It was a lovely ball in. At the moment, every attack from Brisbane is looking like it could result in a goal. The remarkable thing about this is they're doing it without their starting striker for the season, Ebi Popadivina, still out injured. Danelle Tan was signed, Singaporean international, out injured. Here they come again. That ball, the assist is not quite on the same wavelength there. Sean Freier, again, causing all sorts of issues down that side. Still Freier. Back to Laini Freier, who winds up and makes it 3. Another Freier to Freier goal. Brisbane Roar are simply irrepressible. Well, Brisbane Roar, once again, it's great work from Laini Freier to play it back to Laini, who takes a touch, and that's too simple. That is too simple for the Roar. Laini had all the time and space in the world in the box, Laini Freier. And a finish under goalkeeper Chloe Lincoln, who probably should have done better. 4 goals, 4 games. Roar, unstoppable at the minute. Well, for a number of years, Roar fans have been starved of a little bit of joy. They had a number of lean years in this competition. But now this team is box office. You do not want to miss a minute. So Brisbane having a bit more of the possession so far. You can see actually most of the game not happening in Western United's third, but when it is, they are so incisive. Here they go again. Ball flashes across the face of goal. Yallop not quick enough to get there. Again, this is so easy for the Roar. It's a nice ball. Laini Freier is doing bits out on that wing. Well, Brisbane Roar fans in the crowd certainly enjoying what they're seeing. They came earlier for the men's game. Well, that ended in defeat. Of course, it's been a miserable season for the Roar's men's side so far, but they found plenty of joy in their Ninja A-League team. Bali back and involved in the action after that earlier knock. Quick throw, dangerous, Johnson! And that just about sums it up for Western United so far. A great opportunity for Carly Johnson, who got in behind. Quick throw from Legazo, came off Blissett and then Varley. Johnson's shot skewing wide off the side of her boot. Here Western United go again though, and they've won a penalty. Emily Roach taken down in the penalty area. Leah Varley, clumsy, she knew straight away the Roar defender. Little nods of reassurance, Western United looking to get themselves back. Legazo is the player. Kick. Olivia Sakani on her 26th birthday. With a chance here to keep a clean sheet. Legazo against Sakani. To give the home side a chance. Legazo makes no mistake. Western United get one back. It is all happening at Ironbark Fields. That deficit reduced to 2. And that foul from Varley, very clumsy. Chloe Legazo's penalty sends Sakani the wrong way. Low and into the bottom corner. Fourth goal of the season for Chloe Legazo. When she is on, Western United are on. It would be a remarkable effort to get back into this game, though. It would take something absolutely special. But a player like the Gazo, she's more than capable of it. Here's Stella Harp playing it back to Olamu. Heavy touch. Will go out for a corner. A set piece opportunity for Brisbane straight after conceding that penalty. There hasn't been an awful lot of games in this round of Ninja A-League. We're all waiting, all saved up for this last fixture of the round. Chelsea Blissett, the player responsible for taking Raw's corner. Varley, the obvious target. Dangerous looking ball. Varley gets there, off the post and in! Leah Varley with her first goal in the competition. She makes up for her mistake minutes earlier. The Raw regain their 3-goal advantage. Great corner from Blissett, right onto the head of Varley. A free header, really. She was celebrating as soon as it hit the inside of the post. It's a great moment for the 22-year-old from Finley. She conceded the penalty minutes earlier, and then she's gone and scored immediately from the corner. Johnson squaring it in. End-to-end stuff at the moment. How good is this for your Sunday evening? Laini Freier. Plays it back calmly every time. But either of the Freiers is on the ball, you're expecting something. Olamu also wanting to get involved. Go out for a goal kick this time. Olamu, she's been hurt in this challenge. Concern. Olamu, she started last season well, scored a goal in her very first game in the competition against Melbourne Victory, round 1 last season. The coach at the time, Gareth McPherson, said that she was unfussed by the whole thing, went back, was probably eating a sandwich, thinking about school. And unfortunately, a couple of weeks later, did her ACL in training, missed the rest of the season. Has come back, returned this time out. Has played well, scored last week, of course. On Dub Zone, commentator Teo Pellizzeri said that she has nearly foul tendencies. This goal from Leah Varley, well, I'm not sure what tendencies we're calling that. Big centre forward tendencies. He's won the header. He's gotten the goal. Defenders love scoring goals. They always pull out the best celebrations. That was a very wholehearted one from Varley. Olamu, well, she's walking off under her own steam, so hopefully this is nothing too serious. A thumbs up from the physio. That's a good sign. She's jumping, she's hopping. That's what you want to see. Fairly innocuous, to be fair. It certainly wasn't a foul by Cern. Lincoln's goal kick. Another battle in midfield. It's won by Western United. Grove. Ball delivered in central. The Gazo couldn't quite get onto it, and it's cleared by Hayashi. It had to be because there were Western United shirts lurking. Hayashi put under a little bit of pressure by Roach. Up. Collision from earlier, Sasha Grove. She doesn't take a backward step, does she? The youngster. Laini Freier just copping one. She's okay to continue though. That contact would have hurt for sure. Ma, beaten to the ball by Kulamu. Kulamu, can she get a ball in? She can, but can only hit side netting. What a game we have seen so far. You're just joining us. Yes, that scoreline is correct. Brisbane have scored 4. Western United have gotten 1 back of their own. Melbourne just slightly limping after that challenge. Goes to Laini Freier, and Momo Hayashi's stunner. And Leah Varley direct from a corner as well. Chloe Legazo got 1 back via the penalty spot. But it's been an action-packed half so far. You don't get the sense that it's slowing down anytime soon either. Hub. Ball intercepted. Hayashi though is there. She's just been so good, Momo Hayashi. You even take away the goals that she's been scoring. Her work rate in midfield has been outstanding, alongside Tish Woods, the 20-year-old who has created the most opportunities in the competition with 15. They've worked so well as a team. And then to have the likes of Yallop ahead of them, who is in scintillating form. It is a recipe for a team that is firing on all cylinders at the minute. Brisbane, they've predominantly gone down the wings so far heading into this game. They had the highest percentages of crosses that were successful in the competition. You can see they're doing that to great effect this evening. Legazo's ball, Roach trying to get in behind, not able to do so. Now Della Harp off and away. Freier to Freier. That's Sean on the wing. Sean Freier cutting back inside to Laini Freier. Overlapping run from Sean Freier. His crossing is blocked, but Brisbane will win another corner. And Freier just a bit proppy. You wonder if it had to do with that challenge from earlier. She is feeling at her stomach, maybe winded. Only a few minutes to half-time. We'll be hoping she can get through to the break and be assessed then. Miki Yallop will take the corner from this side. Successful last time. What can they produce now? Yallop's ball in at the near post, cleared away by Western. Woods. Maybe her turn to put in a cross, but she can't beat Mel Taranto. That's out for a Western United goal kick. Maybe things are beginning to just settle down a little bit after what has been an unbelievable first half, really. Both keepers taking their time. Crowd here would have been in great spirits after watching the men's team defeat Brisbane Roar earlier in the day. At the moment, it would take a monumental comeback for their women's team to do the same. Not out of the question, players like Chloe Legarzo, Carly Johnson. Here is Legarzo. Getting around one, putting it in, McQueen. Shade off her. Sakani did everything she could to keep it in and prevent the corner, but wasn't able to do so. Varley. That's not one she'll want to watch back. It was relatively inconsequential in the end, but she was taken to the shops there by Legarzo. Taranto's corner, curling effort, headed away. Another bite at it here for Western. Taranto again, low cross in, McQueen has work to do. Manages to stave off Cern. Varley, Hayashi, McQueen not able to control that one, so we'll give Western United another chance. Taranto, Emily Roach, who won the penalty earlier. Sasha Grove has been busy up and down that right flank. Sato. Sato's ball, dangerous. Johnson with the header. Over the crossbar. Frustration from the youngster. Good delivery from Julia Sato and Johnson. She got ahead of Blissett. Probably should have hit the target. Western United maybe. One chance before the break. If they could get another one before half-time, they can make this game interesting. Instead, it's the Roar who are on the ball now. Yallop tearing away down that right-hand side. Tamika Yallop not able to get past Taranto, who, as always, has put in a mountain of effort. 4 minutes of stoppages in this first half. There's been so many goals and a few injuries as well that have required physio attention. Hayashi, central to Freier. Cleared away out the back by Cern. High interception for Western United. Hieda, Medwin, Amy Medwin winds up, hits it straight into Chelsea Blissett. And now Jean Freier. just slowly advance it up the line, won't try and take on Sasha Grove, to let the minutes tick down of what has been an exhilarating first half. Sure that while the scoreboard reads very well for Brisbane, there'll be plenty of tightening up to do at the back. But here's where they've been so successful up top. Kualamu, Freier, Sean Freier against Cern, cutting it in. Lincoln spills it. Grace Ma is there to prod it away. So nearly a fifth before the break for Brisbane. Another dangerous ball over the distance, and that is 5. Laini Freier, what a start to her career she is having. Freier from downtown, it is 5 before the break. Wow, Laini Freier was all of a sudden out in acres of space. Saw Lincoln off her line, took her on. My goodness, the second for her in this game, the 5th in her 4-game career. And didn't she enjoy that? The Roar are rampant in Sarnie. All of the goals that have happened in this game, there's been a lot of concerning signs for Western United's defence. That would be right up there among them. How Laini Freier was given that much time and space with absolutely no one inside. It was innocuous. It's something that Kat Smith will be deeply concerned about. Hayashi and Ligazo just getting in a bit of a scuffle there. Ligazo trying to calm things down.
Nice service!
Western United maybe one last chance before the break. They'll have an opportunity from a set piece. Kiwihieda was dragged down by Della Harp. Taranto. Give some joy to the home fans before the break. Ball delivered, curling effort, headed away, shot from the edge of the area, blocked. And Hayashi, will she be allowed a chance to run it upfield? Has been fouled. Western United will want nothing more than for this half to end, but it keeps on going. Hayashi fouled there, but that is finally the halftime whistle. The Brisbane Roar have put 5 past Western United in Melbourne, in Sarnie. Laini Freier has 2, Sean Freier has 1 as well, assisted by Laini. It's been the Freier show at Ironbark Fields, and the Roar at the moment, well, you cannot take your eyes off them whenever they have the ball. Half-time in Sarnie, it's Western United 1, Brisbane Roar 5. highlights for this half. There are so many of them. The Raw getting on the board early. This ball from Laini Freier, finding Sian. And Sian Freier able to place it into the bottom of the net. A clinical finish. Laini able to return the favour to Sian. This from Hayashi, my goodness. You don't see many sweeter hit free kicks than that. This is absolutely outstanding. That will be something that Raw fans will be savouring for a long, long time. Remember when Hayashi hit that free kick? Well, it's happened in front of our eyes today. Stunning. Didn't stop there, of course, for the Raw. This time, Sian Freier managing to beat a defender, cut it back to Laini Freier, who tucked it home underneath Chloe Lincoln, who probably should have done better, the young goalkeeper. Laini Freier just given far too much time and space in the penalty area to finish that effort. Western United not done. They managed to win a penalty, and we wrote for down by Leah Varley. It was very clumsy from the big defender. And then stepping up to the spot, Chloe Lagazzo, very reliable normally in those situations. She made no mistake there. Ruined Sikani's clean sheet on her birthday, but Varley made up for it minutes later. This header from the corner, her first goal in the competition. Didn't she love it? Centre-backs love scoring. Celebrated wholeheartedly. This Laini Freier, just to put the icing on the cake before the break. A gorgeous chip over the top of Chloe Lincoln. And 5 for the Raw before half-time. Now, this incident occurring just before the break. Chloe Lagazzo picked up an injury while attempting that shot. She's required physio attention. Live shots, she is slowly limping off the pitch. Hopefully she's okay to continue. Taking a look at those stats, I mean, remarkably, the Raw, only 7 shots on goal, 5 shots on target. Every single one of them has gone in. Again, an interesting stat, only 1.4 XG, but 5 goals on the board. And that is the stat that we'll be focused on as this game continues. That's the story of the first half so far. Still plenty more to come. The undefeated league leaders Melbourne City were put to the test yesterday when they hosted the Wellington Phoenix. Let's take a look at those highlights.
That's a nice ball into the path of Otto. Found Henry at the back. You can see the frustration. Not able to get it on target. Will it drop for McKenna? It can. Vlanic now. Going to take on Jale. Got a little bit of a step on her. Sends it across. But the outstretched brute was Lourdes Bosch. Couldn't find it. Good defensive recovery from Lara Wall. We'll watch as the game continues how Wellington are able to put this Melbourne City side under pressure. And which of the City defenders or Mires who they will try and put under the most pressure. Now you can see, and that ball's given away cheaply. Jale fumbles, and there it is! Olivia Ferguson gets on the score sheet, as I was mentioning. Been dangerous at times from City to work their way out, and Wellington punished them. Policina, pocket of space found. That ball left behind. Speckmeyer. Wide of goal, Mariana Speckmeyer that time. Looks like the rain has gone away. So the pitch will be quite wet, but not having to contend with those sorts of elements anymore. Vlanic sends it across. That ball just kept lifting, and there it is! There's the equaliser. It took a deflection on the way through. Palau could do nothing about it, but it's 1-1. The state of the game changing. They have players who are capable of really capitalising. What will this do for the Wellington Phoenix side? That ball drops for the McNamara. Sends it across McNamara. And Barry with the outstretched leg. Bosch still continuing. Still they search. That's across, and that's headed on. And just like that, Melbourne City do what they do and find themselves ahead. It's Laura Hughes. Doesn't get on the score sheet very often. Charlotte able to bring it down, but not able to find a teammate. But the bobble, Emma Main! Knocked over by Mires. Main just took a swing at it. She was falling. Beautiful contact. Mires off her line made it much trickier than it probably needed to be.
Melbourne City captain Rebecca Stott spoke to Pakua Frimpong after the game.
Well, Stott, it was probably not the smoothest sailing game you've had throughout your career, but all 3 points in the end. What did you make of the game?
Yeah, it was the most enjoyable game I've played in a while. So, yeah, we were in control of the game, I think, for most of the game. And although we were down, we never felt like we were going to lose the game. I think that's such a good thing about our team. We've got such a good belief. And when you can bring on players like Holly, Minnie, Specky and Carly, like it's unbelievable. So, yeah, it was a fun game.
You talk about the belief in this side. That's 5 games this season when you guys have gone a goal down and you've come back. What is that has maybe instilled, or is it past seasons that's just really paying off right now?
I think it's just belief in what we're doing. We don't panic if we concede a goal, and we just stick to what we are trying to do. Throughout the week, we work hard on tactics, and I think we're very strong in that, and so it shows we can come back in games.
So you guys are playing a little bit differently this season. Obviously, still a lot of high levels of possession, but last year you guys were trapping opposition in their own defensive half. It's a little bit different this season. How have you made of Michael's playing style?
Yeah, it's good. He's definitely different to Dario, but that comes with its strengths as well. He's brought in a lot of individual movements and technical things, which I think have really helped, and they're starting to come together. So it's really cool to see.
Well, you guys are ending the new year at the top of the league table. That you must bring a lot of smiles to the group heading into the new year.
Yeah, 100%. Got a game on the 31st, so hopefully we can get another 3 points in that game. But yeah, so we're focusing on recovery and getting into that game as well.
So the live ladder at the moment looks like this. Melbourne City on top, the only undefeated team so far. But look at that, the Brisbane Roar, as it stands right now, second on the ladder with 18 points. Those 2 losses at the moment really seem like a flash in the pan. The bottom half of the table, of course, the biggest shock of all is Sydney FC languishing on the bottom of the table. That's one to look out for as the season goes on. Still plenty more of action to come here in Tarneit. Welcome back to Ironbark Fields in Tarneit, where the visiting Brisbane Roar currently lead Western United 5-1. There was one change at the break. Catherine Zimmerman coming on to the park, replacing Kiwa Hieda. And what will this second half have in store? The first half, well, unbelievable. 6 goals. You simply couldn't turn away from the action. And the Roar will be looking to pile on more misery to Western United as this game goes on. Well, we're close to toppling a few records. If there are more goals scored, the greatest margin of defeat for Western United in the history of the competition is 4 goals. They are currently equal with that now. Roar driving forward again. Yallop delivering a ball into the back post. It's hit it. It's somehow has stayed out of the goal. The Roar with another bite at it. Tish Woods with an opportunity to line up. She'll play it to Sian Freier. Sian Freier all the way back to Woods again. Woods headed away. The Roar almost immediately extending their advantage. But from the Roar's perspective, their greatest ever winning margin is 6 goals, which they've achieved twice. So if they score twice more, assuming Western United don't get on the board again, we could be on for that record as well. While Western United came out early with a determined huddle, it's the Roar who have come out searching for their 6th. Now ball from Yallop hitting the inside of the post and skewing away. It could have gone to Laini Freier, it didn't. Now the Roar have a free kick in Western United's half. Things certainly not slowing down whatsoever. Kualamu not able to poke it past Cern. Of course, Alana Cern playing her 50th game today. The first ever Western United player to hit that milestone. 50 games for the club. Not the half she would have envisaged. Sian Freier into the box again. Now to Yallop. Made things happen this season. Listen. Woods. Tish Woods. Lovely teasing ball over the top. Zimmerman is back, but Freier, well, it wouldn't have mattered because Della Harp was offside. Another substitution. Chiara Di Domizio coming on the pitch, and it's Chloe Legazo who's withdrawn. She picked up that knock towards the end of the half, and that withdrawal may have something to do with that. Just getting a pat on the back from Kat Smith. Chiara Di Domizio has had a tremendous impact in the competition this season. As Chloe Lincoln put under some pressure by Laini Freier, and her ball as a result not quite going out of play, but being given back to Brisbane. Di Domizio, of course, came on to score the header in stoppage time, or just before stoppage time, in fact, that saw Western United defeat Sydney FC not so long ago. And came onto the park to good effect last week as well. Only her 3rd appearance of the season, only her 7th in the competition. It's a tall order to ask Di Domizio to be responsible for getting her side back into this game, but she's shown she's capable of those little pieces of magic. Hayashi through midfield. Yallop. Ball over the top for Freier. Can she chase this down? Sian Freier. She's quick, and she got there. So it's Sian Freier once more terrorising Western United. The cutback central. It's played to the edge of the area. Della Harp's shot blocked away. Della Harp again, trying to turn it inwards and commits a foul in the process. One-time Irish international, Deborah Ann Della Harp, previously of the Glory and Sydney FC as well. Brisbane again streaming forward. It's cut out by Sato this time. Hayashi. Even from there, you worry if you're in opposition with Hayashi. Della Harp. Ball in. Laini Freier. Well, why not go for 2 hat-tricks in 2 weeks? Had that shot missing the frame of goal that time. Della Harp very busy to start this second half. Laini Freier not able to get the direction that she would have liked. Fascinating, that shots on goal stat. Brisbane Roar have only had one more than Western United, but they've been so clinical in this game and indeed this season in general. Here's a ball played through to Mika Yallop, heavy touch, can she still get there? A heavy collision between Lincoln and Yallop. Lincoln has done just enough to prevent the Matilda from scoring. Yallop, that touch there may be a little bit too heavy. Lincoln making the save. Both players very gingerly getting to their feet. That's brave goalkeeping from Lincoln. It's been a challenging season for the 19-year-old. She's moved interstate for the first time, being from Canberra. She, of course, debuted for the Matildas, but with that comes extra pressure, extra expectation. I'm sure it's been a whirlwind few months for her. She's got a battle on her hands here.
Okay, step one to your right, run to your right. Yeah, and again, one more. Yeah. Good, Amy. Good, Amy. Good, Rochi.
Blizzard's delivery, dangerous again. A header, and it's found its way through again. Laini Freier picks up a brace. Brisbane have hit Western United for 6. Another goal from a corner, another goal from Chelsea. Was the player on the spot that time. Sasha Grove not able to keep it out at the back stick. Another one to the Freier tally. She came into this game having not scored this season, Laini Freier, and now she's got 2. Brisbane piling on the goals, piling on the misery. Mamu, Della Harp. Well, now it'll be competitive between the two sisters as to who might get a hat-trick. Although this is a concerning sign for Brisbane because Tamika Yallop is clutching again at that ankle. Roach was involved in the challenge. Maybe just clipped the back of Yallop's right ankle. That stings. Hopefully nothing more than a contact injury. Again, she's had her issues with her ankle in recent times. It's very heavily strapped as it is. The physio coming out and will strap it more, perhaps. Tamika Yallop's been good today without herself getting on the score sheet. So busy, just directing play. And her ability to get in behind, she came so close to scoring there, of course. Her ability to get in behind is... Shouldn't have to be so worried about the experienced Matilda. She's been in the wars these last few moments. The referee just keeping an eye on things. Once the physio gets out there, of course, she'll have to leave the field of play. Emily Roach at the scene of the crime on that occasion. And at this point, 6-1, you wonder if there will be a change just to protect their captain. Well, we are seeing a substitution for Brisbane. It's Zara Kruger who's coming on and replacing Leah Varley. That's an interesting change. Kruger, a midfielder, replacing the centre-back Varley. Zara Kruger, 18 years of age, an under-20 Australian international. Started her career at Brisbane before moving to Sydney FC last season and has now returned to play her part in what has been an exceptional season so far. Is Mickey Yallop okay to continue back on the field of play? That's always good to see. And this is a Brisbane Raw side who have the luxury of a player like Emily Pringle, the American player who's come in and been so successful, scored 2 goals. She's just sitting on the bench watching this all happen. They've unearthed some gems this season from both the NPL Queensland and also internationally. You know, a player like Leah Varley, unloved at Melbourne City, has come to Brisbane and now has scored a goal and played well. Zara Kruger, I'll be hoping to make her mark at this game. Here she is on the ball now, Kruger. Trying to play it over the top. It's intercepted. Laini Freier didn't have the space to shoot. As it stands right now, this is the heaviest defeat in Western United's history. Haven't been in the league for too long, but that is an unwanted stat for this team at home as well. Brisbane Raw not slowing down in the second half. 4 shots at goal. Western United have not had a sight yet in this second half. Intercepted by Woods. Tish Woods. Taranto did well in the end. He won a foul. And that hunger, Woods wants in. She's still yet to score in the competition. She wants to go for herself, but she dragged down Taranto and a fairly obvious foul. Foul going against the Raw. Well, the crowd thinned out a little bit. The Western United fans who stayed after the men's game, many of them have probably been not super impressed with what they've seen, but noticeably where it hasn't thinned out is that little corner of Brisbane Raw fans. They are loving what they are seeing. If Western United are not able to bounce back here, they'll take on Newcastle Jets at home next week. That'll be fascinating to see, even if mentally they're able to recover from this. There's still 30 minutes of this game to go. Even if they can score a couple more or look a little bit more likely, it'll do their mentality a world of good. Things certainly don't get any easier. Ball delivered in, Lincoln there to claim. Next 5 matches for the Raw. They've got Canberra United at home next time out. And then a huge week. They've got Melbourne Victory and then Melbourne City back to back. That will be enormous, and that will show really what this side is made of, because they've passed every single challenge really so far. Lost in round 1 to Canberra and then away to Wellington. Apart from that, they've looked imperious. Here's a ball in from Delahab Kualamu. Got the shot away, but it was blocked by a scrambling Western United defence. Laini Freier looking for her hat-trick. Can't get the shot away, nor can she play it to Yallop. Here's a driving run from Tita Mizio. Kiara Tita Mizio trying to play it forward to Johnson. Because for Tita Mizio, she's playing as well to say to her coach, I should be starting, I should be getting more minutes. She can can pull a few goals back for Western. Will go a long way to proving that. Here's Brisbane on the attack again. Laini Freier, low cross. Laini Freier gets her hat-trick. 2 weeks in a row. Can you believe it? And it's 7 for the Roar. Yallop again, playing it out to Laini Freier. Laini Freier with that low cross, finding Laini Freier. What a night out this has been for the Roar. What a night out this has been for the Freier family. No doubt watching back home in Queensland. It's another assist for Laini Freier. 6 goals in 4 matches, 6 goals in 2 starts. Unbelievable. And that gives Alex Smith the luxury of being able to make a couple of substitutions here. It's Laini Freier who will get a rest. She won't be able to get a hat-trick herself. Marioleka running onto the pitch. Emily Pringle as well. Grace Kulamu, the other player, coming off. Laini Freier, what an outing. What a game. Laini Freier scored the first goal of the game all the way back then. Feels like years ago now. He added a second from a corner later in the match. She was smiling when she came off. You wonder if she was saying to her coach, come on, you couldn't let me get the hat-trick. So Brisbane, this is their equal largest ever winning margin in their history. They've won by 6-0 twice. They'll be looking to make history this evening. They've got 30 minutes to do so. Western United offering very little resistance. Really, that offside flag is about as much resistance as Western United have offered in this second half. It's been a pretty dire performance if you are a Western United fan. If Brisbane score a couple more goals, it won't be long until we're looking at all-time records. It's currently an 11-0 victory by Sydney FC. Happened in the infancy of this competition. It's been a very long time since we've seen anything like that. And they're not slowing down at all. And players with something to prove. Emily Pringle coming off the bench, who's scored twice this season. She wants to start. She wants to let the coach know that I'm ready, I'm able. I mean, even the likes of someone like Tanae Morris, who didn't make the matchday squad today, she looked really good last week on her debut, and this team had the luxury of keeping someone like her at home at the moment because they are just electric. Well, this year, Carly Johnson getting in a tangle. I dare say that hurts a lot more down 6 goals than it normally would. And ball in behind, not reaching Yallop that time. So another substitution for the Roar, and it's Laini Freier who will be joining her sister on the bench. What an outing. A second consecutive hat-trick in her second start in the competition. Of course, once again assisted by Laini Freier, her sister, her twin. Tamar Levin is her replacement, who has done nothing wrong to be on the bench. Tamar Levin, she's had a good season so far, 2 goals, 20 years of age. But again, this team has just been on fire. Very difficult to find a place at the moment. Della Harp not able to keep that one in. Alex Smith, as much as he's transformed the playing style of Brisbane, the way he's found these players and brought them in. Laini Freier's first ever season in the competition, she's 23, and she's had this impact. It's for being critical and indictment on previous organisations. As Pringle not able to get that ball in. Blocked by Alana Cern, whose 50th game is absolutely not going the way that she would have liked. Today was meant to be a celebration of Alana Cern, but unfortunately for her, it is a celebration of the Brisbane Roar. Amy Medwin making her way off the pitch. Isabel Diakis coming on. Emily Roach, the other player, who has come off. And the other player on for Western United, Claudia Mijicic, her first appearance for Western United, her first appearance of the season, the 21-year-old in defence. Again, this game is all about the Freier sisters having a good chuckle as they get a well-earned rest. Mijicic is from Melbourne, spent a couple of seasons at Perth Glory. Junior club, Moreland Zebras, now Brunswick Juventus. Not to be confused with Brunswick Zebras, quite a few of those clubs in Melbourne. And she'll be looking to make somewhat of an impression, to get on that team sheet more often, to get more minutes. She spent the off-season injured. She was on the books at Bulleen Lions, but failed to make much of an impact there in the off-season. So, good young defender. A little bit of a free hit, had some minutes for her here. Eka, Levin. Tamar Levin trying to winds up to shoot. Her shot blocked away. Brisbane again, trying to make tracks forward, and they'll win another corner. Well, that back-to-back hat-trick for Laini Freier is the first time that has ever happened in the history of this competition. No player has ever scored back-to-back hat-tricks. We've seen Michelle Heyman in this competition. We've seen Sam Kerr. We've seen the likes of Emily Guinick, Tamika Yallop. Laini Freier, the first to ever do it. Chelsea Blissett delivering, back post, header back across. It's dangerous, and it's 8. Tamika Yallop gets in on the fun. The 68th goal in her career. They are lining up now for Brisbane. The third goal from a Chelsea Blissett corner. This time it was headed back across at the back post. Great work to keep it in from Emily Pringle. Hayashi had a swipe at it, and then Yallop was there. 7 goals, the greatest ever winning margin in Brisbane Roar history. Western United sinking without a trace. turned on your TV today, you opened your laptop, you looked at your phone, how many were expecting a scoreline like this? Western United are not a team that are languishing at the bottom of the table. They're a team full of quality players. Brisbane Roar have absolutely dismantled them. Western United trying to make something happen. Cern goes to ground. A foul awarded. Blissett was getting in there late on Cern. She's back up on her feet now, so she's okay to continue. That stung though. Can Western United get one back? Give their home fans something to cheer about. Try to avoid creating unwanted history. Grace Ma, seen her score from this position before. And Western United, well, they have a second. It gives the home fans something to cheer. Grace Ma, the great technician, on her left foot, delivered in a dangerous ball, and it was an own goal off the head of Holly McQueen as she attempted to clear. No great celebration from Western United. What that goal does mean is that we are back to Brisbane Roar's equal greatest winning margin, and not their outright. So that is something for Western. Unbelievably, I'm sure in the post-match aftermath of this game, Alex Smith will have plenty of points to improve for Brisbane. They haven't always looked the best playing out from the back. They've made a number of defensive errors. The foul that they conceded to allow that goal in, and then Queen's own goal. But when you score 8, none of that really matters, does it, in terms of the result? Very glum look on Cern's face. Di Domizio trying to get it up to Johnson. Couldn't do so. Ball through Zimmerman. Again, Zimmerman into 3 for Western. Her shot is blocked. She's just returning from injury, and now she's looking very sore after that shot. That's not a sight that Western United want to see. They want to see Catherine Zimmerman fit and firing. She's been around for such a long time, but she's played so few games, Zimmerman. This is her 49th in her career, formerly of Melbourne Victory, of course. Hitting firing Zimmerman makes a big difference to any team. Sardo through to Johnson. Carly Johnson delivering. And away by McQueen for a corner. It's all a little bit Ange ball-y, isn't it? Of course, Ange Postecoglou, the Tottenham Hotspur men's coach, made his name at the Roar. scored many goals. Worried a little bit about defence, but defending from the front, maybe that's what we're seeing this evening. Dangerous ball delivered in again. It's gone through everyone. And out for a Brisbane goal kick. Again, so dangerous on the set piece delivery mark. Our shots on goal stat has changed somewhat in the second half. Brisbane Roar really didn't let up. Just in the last 5 minutes or so, though, Western United beginning to assert themselves on the game. Hasn't been a game for goalkeepers at all. 2 shots on target for Western, 2 goals. 10 for Brisbane, 8 goals. So hasn't been either goalkeeper's favourite game, as you can see from the expected goals stat there. Both teams performing above. Ecker playing it back to Harp, and then Ecker again. The Brazilians' ball has to be punched away by Lincoln. Marlevin will chase it down. Good work from the youngster. Another delivery, another dangerous delivery. Ecker couldn't get there ahead of her opposite number, Sasha Grove. And it's out for a corner. Chelsea Blissett corner. There's danger signs in this game. Ecker just couldn't get there ahead of Grove. Chelsea Blissett, 3 goals from her corners this evening. Will there be a 4th? Delivering, dangerous, looking again. But the referee, Caitlin Williams, has spotted a foul. So Western United will get away with that one. It was looking dangerous again, I tell you what. Lincoln punched it away, but play wasn't able to continue. So as it stands, the greatest ever defeat in Western United's history, the equal highest winning margin in Brisbane Roar's history. It has been an astonishing game, one that has been owned by the Freier sisters. Hat-trick for Laini Freier, the first player to ever score back-to-back hat-tricks in this competition, and she's done it in her first 2 starts. Remarkable. And Sian Freier with the brace herself. Remember, Hayashi, player on the ball there, scored a stunning free kick. Miki Yallop got in on the action as well, as did Leah Varley from a corner. For Western United, Chloe Lagazzo scored a penalty in the first half. At that time, when it was 3-1, it looked like Western United might be able to get back into the game, but Brisbane ran away with it in an own goal to make it 2, and things have settled down a little bit since then. Really, since the Friars went off the pitch. Certainly a well-earned break for them. That ball over the top will find Yallop. She's looking for support in the middle. Tamika Yallop up against Grace Maher. Yallop back to the edge of the area, a strike from Della Harp. Just leaned back on that strike. Della Harp not able to get her head over the ball. It was good work from Yallop to find that run. And that's something that youngsters are always taught with their shooting technique. You've got to make sure that your body is over the ball, because if you lean back, the ball will invariably carry itself over the crossbar. Di Domizio. looking to make something happen. A crucial interception at the back by McQueen. Mile 11. Lots of ground by Cern. And a yellow card produced as well. So not only is her 50th game tarnished by this scoreline, she's also being gifted a piece of cheese from the referee. Free kick forward, finds Yallop. She wasn't able to control the ball. That free kick, finding Yallop in amongst 5 green shirts, is a pretty good illustration of this game. Johnson, the shot blocked. Speaking of records tumbling, we are on the top 6 list for the most amount of goals scored in a game at all, with 10. The most is 12. They're 2 goals away. Can Western United contribute another one to that tally here? Corner in towards the front post. It's kicked away by McQueen. Interestingly, one of those was Adelaide United defeating Brisbane Roar 8-2 a couple of seasons ago. They've turned the tables here. Corner again, delivered. It's cleared away this time, and Sakani will accept the goal kick. So many bodies there waiting, difficult to tell who it came off, but Brisbane will be happy enough with the goal kick. Something's piqued the interest of the Raw players on the bench. Woods. Ball through to Yallop. To Mika Yallop, an opportunity to make it 9. Hits the post, and Eka on the follow-up hits the post again. Well, you can't say the Raw have been out of luck today. But how that ball didn't go in the back of the net is hard to explain. Tamika Yallop, the first shot, cannoning off the post, and then Marieleka, how she would have loved to score her first goal of the season. Yallop's reaction tells all. Dub really is one of the best competitions in the world. You never quite know what you're going to get. It's chaotic, it's fun. You don't want to miss a minute of the action when you can turn on Paramount Plus or 10 Play. It's Brisbane Raw having a lovely evening out in Melbourne. Dragged to ground. Still going here, the Raw. Woods trying to keep her feet, can't do so. So Zimmerman will pick the ball up deep. Striding into space, takes a shot from distance. Well wide of the post. Worth an effort. Just beat everyone here with her pace, the American, 30 years of age. First came to Australia back in 2018 to play for Calder United in the NPLW Victoria, where she scored 28 goals. And in 2019, she backed it up and scored 33. And was signed for Melbourne Victory the next season off the back of those performances. Whenever she's been fit, she's been a goal-scoring force. Just a matter of keeping her on the pitch. She missed the vast majority of last season through injury. And she's missed a few games this time out as well. Ika. Can we see a couple more goals, maybe break some more records tonight? Most goals ever in a game, 12. We're at 10 at the moment. Ika. 11. To Eka. Result all but done and dusted. And Raw is hoping to keep possession, maybe create a few more chances. They won't do so with passes like that. Johnson would have been in the clear if not for being dragged down by Chelsea Blissett. Clear foul there, not letting Johnson get away from her. Far out for a direct kick on goal here, but if anyone can do it, it's Grace Ma. Grace Ma will take on the strike, missing the frame of goal. That would have been something spectacular had it made its way in. Scored a direct free kick last week against the Mariners. Though saw earlier in this game, Hayashi for the Raw score one of the best direct free kick goals we'll see. Can Carly Johnson get her name on the score sheet? Leaning back too far. Been a frustrating night for the youngster. All the potential in the world, Carly Johnson. Just missing her shooting boots at the moment. 4 minutes of additional time then. Right now, it is the equal greatest victory in the Brisbane Roar's history. It is the heaviest defeat in Western United's history. Will any of that change during stoppage time? Pringle can't find a way through. Back to Woods. Ball delivered in. It's deflected away. Out for a corner. Out for a Chelsea Blissett corner on that side. Here we go again. 3 corners scored from this side in this game so far. Blissett in no rush to come and take it. Chelsea Blissett delivering again, dangerous again, this time headed away by Ma at the front post and gotten away cleanly by the home side. Audible signs of frustration from Western United now. 2 more minutes of this game remaining. Will we see another goal? Most goals ever in a game, 12. That's happened twice. We've had 11 twice. And if the scores remain as they are, we will have 10 for the 3rd time. Foul committed, although Pringle has picked up the ball on the edge of the area, forcing Lincoln into a save. That was almost a late calamity. Emily Pringle was there to intercept. One more chance for the Raw, perhaps. Stella Harp in for Levin. Levin blocked by Miocic. Blissett, Chelsea Blissett was fouled. Take a look at this from Pringle. That ball from Lincoln, not her best. So who lines up and takes this? Hayashi not able to, so Tamar Levin will be the player lining this free kick up. Zara Kruger, if they want to get inventive, to her left. Can she add another exclamation point on what has been a great night for the Raw? Levin. Not able to make it 9, the youngster. So full time in what has been an extraordinary game. The Brisbane Raw have put 8 past Western United. Western scored 2 of their own. The story has been the Freier sisters, Laini Freier becoming the first player in the history of this competition to score back-to-back hat-tricks in her first 2 starts. Sian Freier scored 2 as well. Every Raw player heavily involved. Della Harp, Leah Varley scoring the first goal in her career, getting hugs from the Freiers. Momo Hayashi with a stunning free kick. This really is a signal of intent from a Raw team that will be looking to go all the way this season. The greatest defeat in Western United's history, the equal largest winning margin in Brisbane Raw's history. You can see there exactly what Sian Freier thinks about that. Full time in Sane, it's Western United 2, Brisbane Raw 8. So many highlights in this game. Where do you even start? You start with the first goal. Sian Freier getting on the score sheet, assisted by Laini. Of course, she assisted Laini twice last week, and now Laini returning the favour with the first goal of the match. Hayashi, this free kick, unbelievable. The curl, the power, the whip, unsavable, unstoppable. That is a goal of the season contender not just goal of the week. Don't worry about that. The Raw, they kept going. Laini Freier on the edge of the area, cutting it back to Laini. Took a nice touch around Roach and got it in underneath Chloe Lincoln to make it 3 for the Raw.